John Owen and Richard Baxter were both giants of the faith in so many ways. When you think about, famous and influential figures in church history, there they stand. They really are. It's so impressive. Even if I think just about the mere fact that between them, they wrote over 200 books, some of them very long. I have not read all those books, but I've read a lot of them. And as I engage with their writings and I hear what's coming through, I'm so impressed by their dedication, their passion, their commitment. It's absolutely incredible. And yet at the same time, as I look at the story of their relationship and how it breaks down between them, I see pride, I see what we would call ego, I see brittleness, I see a lack of humility, I see all sorts of flaws. And I'm afraid that coming out of the story, they don't look too good. They don't look like saints. And what do we do with that? How do we respond to that? Well, Martin Luther said that something very helpful, I think, that we are sinners and saints at the same time. It's part of the human condition. It's part of human sinfulness and brokenness. We are both great and not great all at the same time. And I think that's a really important thing to grapple with and understand and accept even that that's a reality, that we're going to have really, really amazing strengths as Christians, as God works in us, as we try to faithfully follow Christ. And we're also going to have some weaknesses. And I think recognizing that is a really good first step. And then we could ask some questions. We could ask some questions of ourselves. Self-knowledge, I think, is a really helpful quality in a mature Christian, to really know ourselves and to know what's going on inside of us, know what our besetting sins are, what our weaknesses are, and as we live faithfully for God, try and work with those and around those. But I think that's not enough. I think we also need to ask God himself to reveal to us what we're not seeing, because I do see in the story of Owen and Baxter a certain level of self-blindness, not self-understanding and self-knowledge. And this is the really brave step, to ask others, to ask those who we trust, those who know us well, and say, what do you see? What do you see in me? What do you see that I don't see, that is just unhelpful and not Christ-like? And how can I work on that? And could you help me to work on that? And if only Baxter and Owen had been able to demonstrate that kind of self-understanding and humility, their story, I think, would have played out very differently. Well, that's their story. But our story is still playing out. And I think those are really good and helpful questions to ask as we try ourselves to live faithfully for God, even in a fallen world.